It's funny as I sit here and I reflect on yesterday. I have this old song that's stuck in my head. Charlie Brown. Why's everybody always picking on me? Charlie Brown. I'm not even singing it that great, but that's what the last few days have kind of felt like. I just it's almost like I'm going through one of those periods where I feel like I'm watching my life outside of myself. It's kind of like I'm watching a TV show. Um, I'm just, as a Christian, I meet with a group of guys pretty regularly on a weekly basis. We meet on Saturday mornings, and we talk about our week, and it's dovetailed into our Crisio experience. If you don't know what Crisio is, I would highly recommend checking it out. I would spell it, but I'm going to spell it badly. It's Cursillo, I believe. Crisio. But anyway, we get together. A group of us get together once a week on Saturdays. And we talk about our week. And as I'm reflecting on this week, I'm seeing a lot of obstacles, and I used to have this great little setup where I would get up in the morning, I would come down here, I would do my prayer cards, I would do my scripture readings, I would maybe do this video journal, I'd go to work, pray throughout my day at work, uh, and everything. And I'm still pretty much doing that. The only problem is that there's a lot of obstacles getting in the way. It's really hot. It's really humid. Work is really gross and disgusting. It's the heat, getting into the heat of the summer. And what's funny is it's not even August yet. Um, I work a very physical, dirty, nasty job sometimes at work, and it's really trying. It's hard. This is the thick of the winter and the thick of the summer are the hardest times for me. And plus, right now I have a new baby, so I'm off schedule, and I'm just trying to find the new normal. But through it all, God's calling me. I can feel him. He's like, I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Come over this way. Been having a short temper. It's hard. When you're tired and you're wore out and you're hot and you're stinky and you're sweaty, and you just want to take a long, cold bath and just soak. Uh, you get to the point where you're just trying to constantly be in recovery mode. At least that's where I'm at right now. I'm in recovery mode. Just, a cold drink or this or that or whatever, something to make me feel good, to kind of prop me back up, to get me going. And yesterday I went to work and it was dirty, and the guy who was supposed to be there to help clean up the area wasn't there, so I basically did his job for him. He was on vacation and nobody was picking up from his department, was taking care of his stuff, so I jumped in there and I did it. You know, there was a guy at work that was supposed to spot some stuff, didn't do it right. I could have tried to pawn it off or just dealt with it. You know, I went ahead and I got the tractor back out and respotted stuff. It just seems like I'm being tested right now with all these things being thrown in my path. There's things that I want to do, and things keep being thrown in my path. And I take it as a good thing, because I see it as God's allowing these things to happen to me so that I can learn to love better. You know, sure, I could rant and rave when something's not spotted right with the tractor or whatever, and I could rant and rave through that. And there was one time this week I did kind of do that, and I'm sorry. But you know, yesterday when it happened again for the third time in a row, I was just like, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna love my way through this. My wife is trying to get into shape, and after the baby, and she wanted to go on a walk, and I was like, well, she asked me if I wanted to go. I was like, no, I'm going to weed the garden because the garden needed weeded. And so I got home and I saw the garden was weeded, and I was like, don't really want to go on this walk, but I love my wife. She's absolutely amazing. She loves me to no end and sacrifices for me and my children to no end. So I went on the walk. My kids were I had my little boy, Theodore, he was a pistol yesterday. He was just going all at it to ruffle everyone's feathers. And I could have let him slide. But as a father, I have to hold him in check so that he doesn't think he can grow up and do whatever he wants. And I had to discipline him, put him in the corner, and then he continued, so I had to put him to bed. Because I love him. I had to love my way through it. There are some parents that'll tell you shouldn't put your kid in the corner, or you shouldn't paddle him, or you shouldn't send him to bed early, or whatever, But if your children go unchecked, then they're going to go unchecked for the rest of their life until they get checked by the law. And I don't want to see any of my children in prison or jail. It's really hard, but it's hard in the moment sometimes, but at the end of it, I find peace when I love my way through things. And so, I've even got this song that I'm working on right now, and I got the song done, and now I'm making a lyric video, and there's a guy I'm working with, and he's wanting to hurry up and get it done, and he wants to do more, and I have a full-time job, and I have multiple other responsibilities to my family and to my church and my kids and my wife and everything else, and it's hard. You wish you could be everything for everyone, but all you can do is just take a deep breath and love everyone the best way you can. So, I don't know. That's all I got to say about that.